growing rate in the world probably. Internet users have been increasing. We're talking about that exchange of information and availability of information. The more that can happen, the better all of us are going to be, because people will be empowered with knowledge and with technology. And there's nothing more powerful than empowering people with knowledge. The national internet bandwidth has been growing. The broadband users, the DSL and the fast and the fiber optics now that is also being expanded all over, is being increasing. So how is the picture? Well, the picture is good if we actually continue to go with it. And while all the sectors of the economy have been declining in terms of the growth, reaching about 4% combined, the ICT sector, the information technology sector, has been growing at close to 14% in spite of the financial crisis. So I guess the message is be empowered by knowledge, be empowered by technology, believe in it, go out and start your own activities, your own entrepreneurial work, and contribute to the national economy. And thank you very much. Do we have time for questions? We can have time for questions and answers. Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have any questions? Be glad to answer. And don't be shy. And ask in Arabic if you don't want to ask in English.
السلام عليكم. اولا بشكر حضرتك يا دكتور، دي اول برزنتيشن تفهمني الايكونوميك كرايسيس بالعمق ده فعلا. انا كان بس عندي سؤال، اذا احنا فعلا كشباب محتاجين ان احنا ننهض ببلدنا وان احنا يعني نطور الاقتصاد بتاعها، نبدا منين كاندر جرادويتس او فريش جرادويتس؟ منين نبدا؟ وشكرا دكتور.
Thank you. شكرا على السؤال. You certainly always want to start with yourself and with the people that you know. And I wish people would think more. يعني أنا بتكلم على entrepreneurial activities والحاجات دي. I wish people would think more. And to all of you have know-how. And by the way, and I taught in the US for almost 40 years. And I've seen the American students, I've seen students elsewhere, I've taught in France, I've taught in different places around the world. Our students are actually better, believe it or not. All of you are better, technically, in here. The problem is that you don't use your knowledge. يعني أكبر مشكلة حصلت في الأعداد دي كلها، knowledge اللي خدتوها دي كلها in engineering and so on. How many of you have thought immediately of going out and utilizing that knowledge into a productive enterprise? That's the secret. The secret is the entrepreneurial activities. And by the way, that's the secret of the growth of the American economy. It's entrepreneurship and innovation. The knowledge that you have, if you can turn it into, thank you, if you can turn it into productive activity, either in production or in service, and you can do this. You guys, many of you have finished, some of you finished this year, right? Just finished the projects. How many of you thought of taking that project and converting it into an actual company? Just raise your which means that all of you have killed everything that you learned in the past 20 years. Depend on yourself. You have the knowledge. Bring it out to make value, to add value to someone. That conversion is the key. That's the real gap that exists actually in this country. The real gap is not in the number of people. Now we're graduating 300 or 400,000 people every year. What do we do with them? If I have out of the 300,000, just 10,000 creating new projects, I would have a wonderful industry and wonderful production. The important thing, have confidence in yourself. And certainly you need some support. You need support, you need systems, entrepreneurial systems, financial technology funds, financial systems help, incubation, all these sorts of things. This has to be part of a national innovation system that needs to be established and created. And it's feasible, it can be done. Just depend on yourself more. Don't think of going and working. Yeah. Lots of people say we can't find employment. But find employment what? Where would you find employment? You have the knowledge. Who would employ you? You employ people. Go ahead and do it. Think seriously about it. Other questions?
اولا انا بشكر حضرتك على السيشن اللي كانت كويسه قوي وانا استفدت منها كويس. بس كان في سؤال، انا شفت في سلايد عن معدلات النمو اللي في مصر، وانا دايما بقرا في الجورنال ان معدلات النمو في مصر بتزيد كل سنه وان الحكومه دي معدل النمو بتاعها عالي جدا. فانا كنت عايز اعرف معدل النمو على اي اساس بيتحسب، ان من 2001 لغايه 2009 معدل النمو دلوقتي اعلى بكتير من 2001، مع ان انا حاسس ان الظروف الاقتصاديه احسن بكتير في 2001. انا مش فاهم على اي اساس بيتحسب معدل النمو.
معدل النمو which is the GDP growth بيبقى عندك level GDP. يعني لما كنا بتقول مثلا مصر عندها 100 بليون in terms of $100 billion مثلا in terms of the GDP. GDP اللي هو the value of goods and services that are produced within the country. يعني كلنا لما بننتج نطلع حاجات ده الفاليو بتاعتها estimated in money value. عادة بتبقى in dollars عشان يعمل الكومباريسونز. ما بيجي البنك الدولي او ما بيجي IMF يعملوا الكومباريسونز بتاعتهم، بيشوفوا المعدلات ويعملوا كومباريسونز بين البلاد. يعني الارقام اللي انا قلتها لك بتاعت امريكا 14 تريليون والجابان 4.5 تريليون وتشاينا is almost 4 تريليون. دول statistics اللي بتطلع من البنك الدولي ومن IMF اللي زي كده. فمصر تقريبا كانت 100 تقريبا من كام سنه. لما بيجي السنه اللي بعديها بتشوف الفاليو بقت قد ايه، فبتحسبها كبرسنتج taking inflation into consideration. يعني تشوف سنه جايه كام ناقص السنه دي in percentage growth، ده بيبقى GDP growth and it's reported by the way. كل سنه reported بالنسبه لكل بلد. وعشان كده بقول لك China has been growing at 14% and 12%. طبعا لو كل سنه grow by 10 or 14% you can double in a short number of years. As a matter of fact, the estimates دلوقتي if China keeps growing at that same rate it might surpass the US in terms of the GDP. بالنسبة لمصر معدلات النمو دي في السنتين اللي فاتوا اللي هو قبل السنة دي were about 7% or 7.something, which is a very good healthy growth. يعني it's one of the top in the world. India أكتر شوية كان تقريبا 9، الصين أكتر شوية، في عدد من البلاد أكتر شوية، إنما مصر was doing very well. يعني if Egypt can continue to grow at the 7%, you're going to see the improvement. ده reflected يعني دلوقتي مصر الجي دي بي بتاعها is about 163 billion, not 100 as it used to be. فالgrowth in the last 2 years